Hello everybody. I'm going to try to finish the polishing of this SCHF37 today, and it's basically going to be wet sand, wet sand, wet sand, and sand some more, and then I'm going to polish it. You can use wet dry sandpaper, but I prefer to use some type of oil. You can use WD-40 or whatever. And you just sand. I'm starting out with a what is this, 320? Starting out with a 320 grit. Okay, I don't know if everybody can see this or not, but you see this is smooth, and then these little scratches right here, these are the tooling marks. This side still has them, so that means that I need to keep going. So right now I've still got the 320, and I'm gonna have to switch pieces here. Get me a new piece of sandpaper. It's just back and forth, back and forth. It's starting to shine a little bit already. I always try to keep going the same direction because you don't want a crisscross pattern if you're polishing, and that makes it hard to get down in this little area right here. Now I've got to go back and forth to get rid of that. But look, you've already got the pattern from where they ground the blade, so it's not going to be as noticeable. But when I'm up here, I try to keep going the same direction. Okay, now I'm going to swap over to my 800 grit, and that's going to be as fine as I'll go with the sandpaper. I know a lot of people go 2,000, 3,000 and all that, but I just can't see that happening. Like I told you on my last video, I'm eternally lazy. Which I think I end up getting a pretty good looking polish with just going to 800 grit. Okay, I'm going to call that done with the sanding. Finished it up with 800 grit, but I'm going to do the fun stuff now, the part that I like, the buffing. See, it's pretty clean and starting to shine already. Now, there are some marks in here that I could have got out if I'd have kept going with it, worked a little harder. This ain't supposed to be hard work, it's supposed to be fun. So I believe I'm just going to polish her out. Okay, I showed you guys my buffing setup on one of my last videos. I've got the buffing wheel on the 5/8 rod and the drill press. Works very well. It's what I've always used. Makes it easy to change. Now on these compounds, you got a dark brown and a green. The dark brown, usually on these compounds, the darker the color, the rougher it is. So what you do is you start with your darkest color, and then you want to move down to your lighter colors. And what I've got is I'm going to use a darker color on this wheel, and then I'll swap out the wheel and use my lighter color with this wheel. That way you don't cross-contaminate the wheels. So you know, you need to wear all your safety protection and all that, just for safety reasons. This thing's going to be spinning this way, so you want to make sure that you're always coming off the back side of the metal. And I know a lot of you probably already know this, like coming off the back side of the metal, hitting the back of it, or off the end lengthwise. You don't never want to go straight into it like that, because this wheel will catch this and it'll spin it out of your hands, cut two of your fingers off, and then stab you in the foot. So you want to be real careful about that. Okay, this is what I got so far. I'm getting ready to switch my buffing wheels. Still see quite a few scratches in it. Okay, I gotta switch the buffing wheels. Okay, I'm going to be moving on to the green compound. See it's there, green compound, because I'm going to use a green compound on this wheel from now on. Okay, my battery died on me. Now I've got the battery changed. Okay, I'm going to put the handle back on, and I'm going to do my final little glaze job on this little buffing wheel right here. I love the way these handles look with the polished steel. Well, okay. Before you do your final glaze, you want to make sure that you've got everything wiped off from the other buffing wheels. Okay. This right here is headlight lens restore. I'm sure you can use wax or polish or whatever you want to use, but this is what I've got, so this is what I use. And you just get a nice little coating of that on the blade, and then buff it back off. Okay. Then just wipe it off with a good clean rag, and I'm going to call that done. I'll probably wipe it off again, sharpen it, oil it and everything. T-shirt makes a good polishing rag. There you go. I call that done. Alright everybody, thanks for watching.